Hey guys, it's Matt. Today I want to talk about the PCS Chun Li as Morrigan piece from the Street Fighter V Season Pass line. It's a really cool piece and one that I was excited to get because Morrigan is one of my favorite characters from Darkstalkers, and Chun Li is my favorite lady from Street Fighter. So here we go, let's get into it. Okay, cool thing about this Chun Li, she comes in this matched box to the Morrigan Season Pass costume. So this Chun Li design actually comes in some beachwear designs, and I was actually expecting that. I didn't know that we did a specific Morrigan art box for this piece, and I just love it. Totally here for it. It's got this large Chun Li as Morrigan collectible statue, PCS exclusive, and this is cool, this Season Pass stamp right here. Got the larger than life photo of the statue and Street Fighter V logo. That big graphical motif continues all the way around. We've got the new logo, PCS, Premium Collectible Studio right here. On the back, you got kind of a more pulled out view, so you see more of the statue, and you got your warnings and stuff down here. Remember, this is a collectible art piece, not a toy. And then on the bottom, you've got your limited edition number matching 218 of 250. Really cool. Have our PCS crate here. Now all these Street Fighter pieces come with an ID card. It's a nice little thing if you like to display a placard alongside your statues. We include that. Got your number matching, so this is Chun Li as Morrigan, and this is number 218 of 250. Now this is pretty cool. Just recently PCS started including a new logo on the front here embossed in the styrofoam. And one cool thing about these PCS statues is they're not closed up with tape. They are closed up with these Velcro straps, and that allows you to store all of this away so that you can move your statue or do anything you need with it to store it later on. That's a really nice feature. It makes everything nice and neat and easy to manage. This is actually the first time I'm seeing this statue in person. All right, so we got our crate. Straps out of the way. All right, and there she is. Now PCS includes some gloves for you to wear while you're handling your statue. Sometimes I've got pretty big hands, so these don't always fit me. We'll do our best. Nice thing about this is if you tend to leave fingerprints on your piece, you don't want to go back in and clean that up, leave any damaging oils on the surface. These gloves will help you with that. You'll want to be careful when handling your statue wearing gloves. It does reduce your your grip just a bit, so be very, very careful and keep that in mind. All right, we'll start with the base. Her base has this, again, there's all the number matching on the bottom. Her base is this awesome blood pool thing. The rock coming out of the center. At the bottom, you've got the Street Fighter, Chun Li as Morrigan, all your labeling, PCS, CAPCOM. Good stuff. Set that right there. And I always like to rumple up my bags and leave them in the hole that they came out of. Keeps everything so that if I ever need to pack it up again, I know where it goes. And here we have Chun Li's body. Gorgeous sculpture, just gorgeous sculpt. Classic Chun Li pose, but in her Morrigan Halloween costume, her Season Pass costume. Just fantastic. Now this is a keyed base with a large peg, and there's only one way that it goes in. So you want to match up your key, and she'll stand right on there. Very nice. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the rest of these parts out. You've got these bat wings. You've got the right side. Got the left side. Be real careful with these. These are really tiny pieces. These are her little wings that go on her head. And then we've got her left arm here. And this is a keyed and magnet held piece. And again, it only goes on one way. And it's held on pretty securely there. And we have her right arm. Same drill. And her feathers here are slightly flexible, so if you have to move them a little bit to get everything out of the way, just be very gentle and you'll be able to do that. Face. We'll fix her wings. Now those are not held in by a magnet, they're just held in by this long peg and a key. You want to be careful when you're putting these wings in that you don't apply too much force, because while it's reinforced, this long piece here can be fragile, so you want to make sure that you're putting this together very carefully. Now her wings go in her hair. They are keyed in 2 squares, but the purple batwing part faces forward. And you shouldn't have to force any piece. So once you get it in, it should go right in. And there she is. There's your Morrigan costume Chun Li. An absolutely beautiful sculpt. The face painting is just gorgeous. The lines are clean. Flawless paint application really across the whole piece. I'm not seeing any issues of any kind to speak of. Her scaling is right on the money of what I was expecting. She's about almost 19 inches tall at the top of her fingers here. Her proportions are very Chun Li. She's got the nice thick legs and just a very strong physique. And it presents so well as Morrigan too, which is really, really neat. You know, if you know Chun Li's fighting stance, you're gonna know that it's Chun Li, but it looks like a really nice Morrigan statue as well. It's very alluring. The applique for the bats is slightly raised, which is really cool because as she's turning in the lights here, the bats pick up their own little specular highlights on her tights. Just fantastic. Turn her around slowly here, give you a sense of her volume, shape, and scale. I love the blood pool. It's so glossy. I mean, it's weird to say that it's pretty, but it's very pretty. It picks up these specular highlights and just shines. And it's just this kind of simple, subdued rock leading up into her pose. I just love it. I'm really glad she's here. I pre-ordered this when it was first dropped. The color that they chose for her hair is just perfect. Not too green, not too dark. The shading on it is shaded in the recesses in her hair here, but it's very subtle. All the shading is very, very subtle, so that you still get that kind of video game cartoony feel. And that's a feature of a PCS Street Fighter line that I actually really, really like. They're not overly shaded. They don't look like art per se, like fan art or concept art. They actually look like the character has jumped right out of the game. Here is PCS's Sakura Classic. Now this is a mixed media piece. Chun Li is fully sculpted here, so she doesn't have any fabric on her. Sakura is a mixed media, so she's got a full costume on. It gives you a sense of how they display together. Now, Chun Li is up on this little turntable, which is about 1/2 inch, and then she's up on her rock here and up on her toes. And so all told, she's about 1.5 inches or so taller than Sakura here. Now Chun Li has some really delicate features, her face, her hands and everything. She's a more graceful character, and that is reflected in her design. So some of the things like her hands are much more delicate than Sakura's, because Sakura is a tomboy, fan of Ryu, and her sculpt reflects that. She's got the really beefy, strong legs and the big fists, whereas Chun Li's a little more delicate. But they display really well together. They look really nice. It's an interesting piece because if you have this Darkstalkers design in your Street Fighter lineup, some people are going to wonder what's going on. Maybe it's just Capcom fighters, or who knows. But I think it makes for a nice conversation piece that they are actually both from Street Fighter V, and it's something that you can discuss with anyone viewing your collection. So I highly recommend this Chun Li. She came out better than I even expected, and my expectations were very, very high. There is a Lilith colored variant, player 2 of this. I was going to stick with just this one. Lilith and Chun Li next to, or the Lilith and Morrigan colors next to each other would make a very nice display. And I'm tempted to maybe seek one out. If this piece does come with, this is really great. This piece does come with an exclusive art print by Edwin Huang, Iron Pinky. It is signed, and you can display that alongside your statue if you want to, and it makes for a very nice display. Something that PCS has included with these exclusives, and I like it very much. It's a nice heavy stock and a very nice addition to your collection. So if you have any interest in the Season Pass Chun Li, I highly recommend picking one up, and just go to Sideshow, look for Morrigan, you'll see her there. Look for Chun Li, she'll pop up that way, and pick one up for yourself. So happy collecting.